yogis, welcome back to our 7th day of Yoga Joy. It's great to see you again, and I'm excited for our 7th day of practice. So let's go right into it. Today I want to invite you to maybe sit a different way. Today I'm sitting on my heels, the top of the feet are down towards the earth. You can go ahead and try that if you'd like and see how that works out for you. So the idea is always to be using our bodies in different ways so that we take advantage of all the different ways our body can move, and therefore we can use it out there in the outer world. So this is just a suggestion. If you prefer to sit on your seated pose with your legs crossed, go ahead and do that. All right, a little bit of breath exercise today. So we're going to do this today. Keep your left hand down onto your thigh, look towards your right hand. We're going to lower the point finger and we're going to lower the middle finger. So that keeps the thumb and the ring and the pinky finger up. The pinky finger is going to have free movement, whatever you'd like to do with it. Basically, we're going to be using the ring finger and the thumb. The idea is we're going to be doing the alternate nostril breath. So at some point we're going to close the right nostril and then the other, close the left nostril. So you can just go ahead and relax and follow my lead, and I'll let you know what needs to happen. So keep your hand as it is, just lower it down for a moment. Let's take one full breath in through the nose. Feel how you bring your breath down to your lower belly and then exhale fully. Start with the lower belly, then through your ribs, all the way through your chest. Just one more time, inhaling here deep, starting to feel your lower belly first, the mid, and then your chest. And then as we exhale, start with the chest, onto the middle of the body, and then empty your belly. All right. So now we're going to go ahead with our alternate nostril breath. We're going to start by closing the right nostril and take a deep inhale through your left nostril. Now go ahead and close your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Keep your gaze down and forward. Inhale through your right nostril. Now close your right nostril and exhale through the left. Inhale through your left nostril. Now close your left nostril and exhale through your right. Gaze down and forward. Inhale through your right nostril. Close your right nostril, exhale through your left. Inhale through your left nostril. Now close and exhale through your right. Inhale one more time. Close your right nostril, exhale through your left. And now release your hand down towards your thigh. Close your eyes for a moment, hold your breath for a few moments. Just feeling the effects of the breath. Open up your eyes and come back to your natural breath. So feel that, how delicious it is to re-energize the body at the same time as we allow it to relax softly. Alright, so we're going to start the movement today on the heels. We're going to lift the heels off the ground and lower the ball of the feet, so that we just stretch here. Once again, we're pushing away. We want to feel the ball of the feet down towards the earth. We're going to feel all the toes. Push down, feel the hands stretching away from the earth or against the earth. All right, now come back up. Shake slightly, bring the top of the feet down. And hands come back, come up to kneeling. I'm going to lift the knees here. You can keep the support with your hands down or bring your hands up towards your chest. So that might be a little bit too intense for some of us. Activate your core and continue with the stable breath. All right, lower your hands down, kneel forward, and now once again shake the feet. Ooh, nice. Make circles, just let it all go. So can you feel a little bit of pain? Can you feel how it's starting to go away? That always happens, it does go away. Right, for a moment here we go onto our tabletop. Both hands under the shoulders, both knees under the hips. I'm going to tuck the toes again. Walk your knees a few inches behind your hips, all right? And we're going to inhale as we push the earth against with the palms of the hands and lift the knees. Now we're going to open the shoulder blades wide, pull the belly, and lower down. Exhale fully. Couple more times. Inhale, knees up. Open your shoulders wide. Exhale, lower those knees down. Nice. We're going very soon into it today. Inhale, lift your knees. A few breaths here. Feel the palms of the hands, the heel of the hand, and then lower. Exhale. So as we often do, we're going to take the hips back towards the heels. We keep the toes tucked. Arms are straight and forward. And we're going to go up onto a downward dog. So there's a little bit of more movement today. And think of this practice as you can always warm up with some of the beginnings of the other practices, of the other day's practice. And sometimes you can put it all together. Okay, bend one knee at a time. Come back to static downward dog, where some of us might have the heels a little bit higher, bending, micro-bending the knees. Inhale, look forward. You're going to bend your knees, and from here slowly, or through two big steps, take your feet forward in between the hands and lengthen here. Hands to your shins. Deep exhale as we lower down onto a forward fold. Maybe the toes, big toes are going to touch. We're going to release completely. And then we're going to go all the way up over the head. Arms stretch. Go long, go vertical. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart and to the sides for mountain pose. From here, listen. We're going to bend the knees as we inhale, stretch the arms up over the head for chair pose. Look up. Exhale, pull your belly as we're going to forward and fall down. Inhale, halfway up, hands to your shins, lengthen. So notice how we're going a little bit faster today. Exhale, lower both hands down. We're going to walk both feet back onto a plank pose. Yeah? So, just like all fours, or maybe you prefer to go to all fours. Going to be here a couple of breaths. If we're staying on plank, we're here, inhale, look forward, and then we all together, knees, chest and chin onto the mat, hands under the shoulders, lower onto your belly, little core. So, elbows stay bent, tuck your toes through child's pose, so push against the earth, all the way back to the heels, to a downward dog. And we're back. Our familiar downward dog, taking us through the transition on the sun salutations. Bend your knees if it's necessary to help lengthen the spine. Go really, really long, pulling the belly deep in. Now we're going to inhale, look towards the hands, bend the knees. And walk, jump, or take two big steps towards the front in between the hands. Lengthen, halfway up. Beautiful, full exhale as we forward fold, just give in to the movement. Now we're going to go back to chair, bend your knees, take your arms up, over the head. And let's exhale down to a mountain pose. So stay here. Maybe your feet are parallel to each other. Maybe the big toes are touching. On your mountain pose, palms facing forward, crown up towards the head. Reconnect to your breath. Notice what happened to the breath. What happened to the body. And stay here, stay present. One more sun salutation beat. So same thing. Let's inhale, bend the knees, hips back, arms up over the head, look up. Let's exhale, pull your belly as you go forward and all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, use a full exhale, plant your palms, walk back to your plank pose. Second time, and choose plank pose or knees down. In either case, we're pulling the belly in, micro rounding the upper back, maybe in the hips go a little bit higher. Inhale, look forward, lower your knees, chest and chin. Notice all 8 limbs are down towards the earth, lower onto the belly. This time let's go for cobra, little cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Through plank, you're going to go back to downward dog, or if you prefer, through your child's pose again. Tuck the toes, take it straight back to a downward dog. Beautiful, downward dog here. You stay a couple of breaths. You want to reconnect, to reset. And that reconnection is with ourselves, by the way. Just really noticing where we're at. Keep the self-exploration, just learning about ourselves. Inhale, look towards the hands. This time, listen, bend your knees. Take your left knee forward onto the mat, lower, and take your right leg forward. So I hope that made sense, otherwise just find your own way. Could be sometimes what I'm telling you doesn't make completely sense. It's okay. Come back to the middle of the mat. I'm going to turn around, but you can do it all the way by the top of your mat. Open your legs wide here. And it doesn't need to be super extra wide. The truth is that you don't have to be flexible to do yoga. I mean physically. Yoga will open up for us to become more flexible, but as the rumor says, we become flexible up on our thoughts, on our opinions. It allows us to expand our perspective. And if that means just allowing the body to come there where it exactly needs to be, that's already a great gain. So we open the legs, and mostly we want to feel the tailbone stretching down towards the earth. So lengthen your spine, sit higher up if you have some support, and keeps your lower back straight. Now the heels are going to be trying to reach away from the knees. Let's go vertical here, stretching arms up over the head. Take your gaze up, and exhale, going to go forward. So hinging from the hips, go forward. And then lower your hands down. When you can't go further forward, take the gaze down. This is an exercise for the breath as much as for the focus. So you're just going to keep the gaze down, thinking about the tailbone stretching down towards the earth. And we're kind of going long on the spine. So we're going to notice mindfully how each single breath is going to make a difference in where we're at. Inhale. Use the exhale to walk all the way over to the left. Take the left arm outside of the leg. And then maybe even go a little bit deeper as long as the right sitting bone stays down towards the earth, and we can roll that right hip back. That's how far we're going to take it. We'll have one more focus on the sitting bones down to their own extent. And find the breath. The gaze is down towards the shin. Super nice. Inhale, look up. And stay low, just look up. And then walk over to the opposite side. The right arm stays outside of the leg. First get there and notice how it naturally, the right leg, the right buttock is going to lift. So therefore that's our cue to roll that left thigh back. And then we go back to our forward fold or side bend if you will. Beautiful. Inhale, looking up towards the feet. Once again, we stay low, just walk back to center. Notice that difference. And slowly walking, feel the connection of your sitting bones down towards the earth. Maybe even more now than just before. Go ahead and bring your legs together, bend the knees. Now I'm going to turn back around. Open your feet hip-width distance apart and walk your hips close to your, oh my God, I keep saying hips. Walk your feet or your heels towards your hips. Arms are right behind you. Slowly turn the fingers towards the body and lower one forearm at a time down. From here, let's go all the way down onto our back. And now reconnect the whole spine down towards the earth, which means we might need to round the lower back for a moment. So we want to feel that. That means also that we're pushing the abdomen down towards the earth. So if I come and feel right under your back, I should be able to put my hand under. Okay, once you find that, see if you can walk your heels a little bit closer to your buttocks, arms to the sides. Let's lift the hips. Inhale, go higher. And exhale, we're going to start with the upper back, one vertebrae at a time, feeling every single vertebrae coming down until we reach the tailbone. Let's do it one more time. This way. Feel how we come all the way up on the back of the shoulders and then lower. Full breath out from the upper back, coming all the way down. Yes. Now you can either stay here, breathe 2-3 breaths, or come up with me one more time, pushing the whole sole of the feet, taking it all the way up, higher, higher up. And go ahead and roll your shoulders behind your back and see if you can touch your heels. Find a little space behind your neck. One more full breath. Now we're going to lift the heels. Inhale, stretch your arms up over your head. Slowly, coming from your upper back, start lowering the arms down. Lower the heels down. That was like prep for a bridge pose. We were holding it there for a few moments. Bring the soles of the feet together. Going to lower the knees down towards the earth. If this is too intense, you might want to find a couple of blankets, or even just with your hands, maybe hold your legs to the sides. If it's okay, you just let the legs do its work on their own. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And then close your eyes and begin letting go. Notice the difference on the breath, how the breath starts adjusting or adapting to where we're at. If we trust that that's what's going to happen, we don't have to control it ourselves. And release your arms to the sides. Bring your knees back together. Pull your knees one at a time towards your chest. And give yourself a nice, tender, warming hug, which is so much needed these days. Again, it's actually rare that we give ourselves a hug. Swing from side to side. Come back to center. Stretch your legs out towards the skies and lift your nose out towards your knees. Pull your legs close, lift your nose here. For a nice forward fold on our backs. Maybe you can try to straighten the legs here. And release. Beautiful. Release your arms to the sides, bend your knees. Lower the soles of the feet down. And this should be your practice for today. You can stay here with your knees bent. Maybe you prefer to lower your knees to one side and then the other. Or go straight onto your Shavasana. Thank you so much for our practice today. Namaste. See you tomorrow.